Hi everyone, it's Charles at Empress Mills and I'm pleased to be here with our latest fabrics of the week. This week we have selected our plain Anti Pil Polar Fleece collection. There are 32 shades in the range. I've just picked a little selection for you today, but there are 32 shades online. I know it is heading into spring, heck, it's nearly Easter. But these fleeces are popular literally all year round, and we actually had an extra burst of orders for them last week for some reason, which when I was thinking what should we do for our fabric of the week, Vicky said, I mentioned it to Vicky, my wife, and she said, why not do the fleeces? They've been popular again very recently. We've had a burst of orders very recently, so here they are. So the Anti Pil range, as I say, there are 32 different shades in the collection. All of them are 60 inches, which is 150 centimeters wide, so a super useful width. And Anti Pil in their manufacture, what does that mean? It means that you're not going to get that build-up of bobbles, and that's because part of the manufacturing process ensures that the fibres are twisted very tightly together on an Anti Pil fleece, and also that the pile is very fine and quite close to the base fabric. Basically, that means that you can't get the build-up of fibres or fluff that actually then turns into the little pesky little balls, which are the pills that we would then consider a frustration on our clothing if it's rubbed against other fabrics, for example. You know exactly what I mean by pills. I don't know why I'm explaining that, but that is how you get the Anti Pil structure. So it's actually the knit, which is a very fine, relatively close knit, just to make it tighter, so you're not getting the loose fibres, and as is the pile. That being said, about it being a bit tighter and the pile being finer, this fleece, all of them in the range, are still incredibly soft to the touch. They are gorgeous, and they've got a lovely touch to them. Very soft, still durable, and the Anti Pil helps with that. Let me just show you the detail on it. So you are, as I say, still getting just that little bit of softness. Don't get me wrong, it is still a very nice fleece to touch. Very warm and cosy still, despite what I said about it being sort of quite fine in the pile of the fabric itself. From a washing point of view, they all wash at 40 degrees. Incredibly durable. They can be dry cleaned, tumble dried. If you wash them in the normal washing machine, you can dry them incredibly fast. Just hang them on a rack, a clothes rail, anything like that. They will dry super fast. They don't really hold water, which is one of the real advantages to this fleece fabric. That is what makes it perfect for a whole variety of uses. The entire range is very versatile, from quilt backing and children's projects through to pet beds, pet clothing. So popular for dog coats, for example. But pet toys, little chew toys, absolutely all sorts, right through to the things we would more traditionally associate with fleeces, such as jackets, jumpers, pullovers, anything along those kind of lines. And in particular, for this range, with it being Anti Pil, with it being super durable, outdoor jackets, it's absolutely perfect for. You might not want to know this, but I've actually got a dressing gown in it as well, so it's very nice. It's very nice. Nat's laughing behind the camera at me for that one, but it does make a brilliant dressing gown. As I mentioned, quilt backings, it's perfect for children's projects and children's quilts, because again, if it's something that's going to be washed regularly, it will dry fast, and it will also help the rest of the quilt dry fast, because this just won't hold the water and transfer that water through to either the front of the quilt, or if you have used a wadding as well as this, it won't transfer the water through to that. It will, but it will basically not hold water and transfer it through. So it's ideal for those projects that you're expecting to be washed or used regularly. From a stitching point of view, we recommend our 75s polycoat sewing thread, because it is that little bit heavier than a standard sewing thread, but is perfect for this weight of fleece, where it's just that little bit more substantial than, say, a classic 100% cotton fabric. Despite the fact that the thread is that little bit heavier, you can still use it in a normal machine needle, so it's ideal. I think I have covered everything. I hope I've given you a nice view of the fleece itself. Oh, as I'm gathering it up, that's just reminded me, by its very nature, let me show you the edge of it, it is non-fray. So you can just cut this fleece and use it. So it is perfect for throws, very quick scarves to make. You can just cut it into the shape of a scarf. You can even cut the end, tie it, make a little bit of a tassel with it almost, and it's instantly a scarf. You've no need to sew it. It certainly does not need hemming if you don't want to. And as I say, let me just show you that side again. That has been cut and there is absolutely no fray at all. It's a treat from that point of view. It really, really is. No fray, no fluff, just a wonderful durable fabric that is still soft to the touch, which is sort of a magic combination, really. It ticks all the boxes from that point of view. I think I've covered everything. Let me grab my notes. I always try and make a few before we do a quick video. Fast drying, the washing, the thread. I think I've covered everything. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. It's 280 GSM, so a nice mid to heavier weight fabric. But yes, that's everything. 32 shades in the range. If we can be of any help, or if you have any extra questions, you know what to do. You can leave a comment under the video, you can email, or you can, of course, call us. Don't hesitate to pick up the phone. And either me or one of our wonderful team here at Empress would be pleased to help. I hope that's been of use. I hope it's of interest, of course. Thank you very much indeed for watching, as always. Goodbye.